Okay, well, listen, let me talk about um, uh, how this program will be today. First of all, from 9 a.m. to noon, there's going to be portfolio reviews in the atrium. I'm sure you've seen this on the program. Staff reviewing portfolios, and then we're going to have our breakout sessions at 9:10. The first session is 9:10 to 10 o'clock. Sun Young Park, very fine sculptor, Matthew Garcia and Joy Rhodes. And the one I'll do for teachers will be from 10 to 11. And for the teachers, what we're going to do, we're going to do 20 minutes of it in the room, and then we're going to actually use an app called Bloomberg Connects, and we're going to go over into the museum itself. So that should be fun. Lunch is provided, and then the keynote is by Amy Kligman. And Amy Kligman actually, she's an artist, but for many years she was the executive director of the Charlotte Street Foundation. And if you're thinking about a career in art, I would take note of the Charlotte Street Foundation. They offer many resources. They offer grants for artists. I got a visual artist grant about 4 years ago, but they offer what's called Rocket Grants. And these grants are for small art projects, like if you want to do a special type of art installation somewhere, maybe something outside, something involving the public, something involving social practice. They're a very good resource for funding. There's a lot of good art resources here in the Kansas City area. I'm on the executive board of the Kansas City Artists Coalition, and it's got quite a few members of artists here. It's been around for about 60 years, I believe. And it's a good organization to think about joining, even for teachers. We've been trying to launch a student chapter of the Kansas City Artists Coalition. Unfortunately, when we tried to launch it was right in the middle of COVID. So we're still trying, so that's something you can look into. So let's see, what do we have next? The program. So, well, I tell you what, I'm about done with my comments, but before we move on, are there any questions about the retreat today? Somebody told me Paseo arrived. Where's Paseo at? Hey, have a seat. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh, and do you want to tell Paseo and anyone else who missed it earlier that Christopher canceled, and so...
Yes. Okay, Christopher Arazo's workshop he's canceled, wasn't able to make it. There's photography and film, but there is something else they can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
So Christopher couldn't make it, so if you were really hoping to do something related to photography and film, I strongly encourage you to meet with, we have 2 faculty of photography and film who are out in the atrium that are available to meet with you and talk about careers in those fields. Look at works. You don't have to have brought any images with you. You can just simply have a conversation with them. If you have images on your phone, you could do that. They have availability to meet with you. Their portfolio review times did not get filled. So please, I encourage you to do that at some point, and that is an alternative for our photography and film folks. So.
Okay, what else is supposed to be going on?
I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, and just a reminder that we will have, just a little bit of transition time between sessions. If you did sign up for a portfolio review, hopefully you wrote it down what time you were going to go. But if you didn't, you can stop by that table on your way to your first session and make sure that you know when you're slated to go to that. Those portfolio reviews will be happening in our atrium, so just right out here. And there's also some vendors out there that you can stop and look at their offerings. So the portfolio reviews will be right out here. And if you did sign up for one that's in the middle of a session or the beginning or the end of a session, you can just, duck out of the session to go to your portfolio review or arrive late. That's fine. It's just come and go. Once a room is full, we will just close the door. So if you encounter a room that is full, then and the door is closed, then just pick a different session to attend at that time. We have only one session that's only occurring once, which is the fashion one by Joy Rhodes, and that's the first session. So if you want to go to that one, just make sure that you make a beeline for that one. And all 3 sessions that will be happening concurrently are going to be in rooms that are back towards the check-in table that you started at. There's going to be there's 2 hallways. There's one room that's right near the check-in table, and then there's 2 hallways where there's other classrooms that have signs that show you where the rooms are. So just look for those. We have plenty of time for you to go ahead and quickly finish up breakfast. If you arrived late, make yourself a name tag. And you can, if you didn't have time because you arrived late or you just didn't get a chance to go ahead and sign up for those meetings with professors. Portfolio reviews is what we're calling them, but it can just be a meeting. You can go back out to the check-in table and do that now as well. So thank you. And sorry, I'll let Harold say
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have about 10 minutes before we start our first breakout session. So go ahead and get your name tag ready. Use the restroom if you need to. We got some food, some drink. Get some breakfast. Thank you.